As far as major video game companies go, Take-Two is as shitty as they come, up there with the likes of EA, Activision, and Ubisoft. You may best know them as the publisher for renowned game series like BioShock, Borderlands, Civilization, Mafia, Max Payne, NBA, MLB, and WWE 2K, Red Dead, XCOM, and of course, Grand Theft Auto. As you can see, they are sitting on a goldmine of video game franchises, ones that, according to a recent report, they plan to exploit to employ shady long-term monetization practices. The following information comes from website Gamasutra, who released an article detailing Take-Two's recent conference call with investors, where Chief Strauss Zelnick talked about future plans for the company. He said, "The business, once upon a time, was a big, chunky opportunity to engage for tens of hours, or perhaps 100 hours. That has turned into ongoing engagement, day after day, week after week. You fall in love with these titles, and they become part of your daily life. We have said that we aim to have recurrent consumer spending opportunities for every title that we put out at this company. It may not always be an online mode. It probably won't always be a virtual currency model, but there will be some ability to engage in an ongoing basis with our titles after release across the board. That's a sea change in our business. Recurrent consumer spending is 42% of our net bookings in the quarter. It's been transformative for us. One of the things we have learned is if we create a robust opportunity and a robust world in which people can play delightfully in a bigger and bigger way, that they will keep coming back, they will engage, and there's an opportunity to monetize that engagement. There is a lot of room for growth. This is just the beginning." Translation: microtransactions have made us lots and lots and lots of money for us, so we will continue to find new ways to exploit players and milk their wallets dry. Just look at the language that they use. They call microtransactions recurrent consumer spending opportunities. Yup, this is apparently them giving us the opportunity to pay and gamble for their shit. Oh, and of course, my favorite part, there's an opportunity to monetize their engagement, which is their indirect way of saying exploit people's time with a game to milk them dry. But out of all these phrases, the scariest one of them all is "this is just the beginning." Publishers have taken egregious leaps forward with their microtransactions and loot box practices throughout 2017, but we're apparently only scratching the surface of what they're capable of. Hell, Activision's latest patents for microtransactions-based matchmaking and microtransactions-based instant replays have already hinted at what the next evolution of the abhorred practice will be. This is the kind of future that Take-Two will be doubling down on, because they know how much they can profit from it, even if at the expense of the player experience. So yeah, you can bet your ass that highly anticipated titles like Red Dead Redemption 2 will come with some form of recurrent consumer spending opportunities. And judging by how Zelnick said that it may not always be an online mode, it's possible that microtransactions may not be limited to just Red Dead Online. They could pull a Middle-earth Shadow of War or Assassin's Creed Origins and blatantly shove microtransactions and loot boxes into the single-player campaign as well. The same possibilities apply to any potential sequels for any of Take-Two's famed franchises, whether it's Borderlands 3, Civilization 7, Mafia 4, Max Payne 4, upcoming 2K sports titles, XCOM 3, or Grand Theft Auto 6. This all started with the success of GTA Online and its shark cards. That's when they got a taste of microtransaction schemes and became intoxicated and corrupted by it. We also saw glimpses of this corruption through titles like NBA 2K18, which featured a main campaign that practically demanded microtransactions purchases for fair progress. The game got a lot of flack for it, but they probably still profited handsomely, which is, in the end, all they care about. So yeah, moving forward, God only knows how far they'll be pushing those boundaries. God only knows what renowned franchises they may end up ruining in the coming years. At this moment, the game I fear for most is Red Dead Redemption 2. The game looks absolutely stunning, as you might expect from Rockstar Games, but the question remains, will the experience be ruined by Take-Two's forced implementation of microtransactions, whether it's in single player or multiplayer? Will they pull an NBA 2K18 and force Rockstar Games to artificially slow down game progress to incentivize microtransactions purchases for the single-player mode? Even if they don't go that far, at the very least, after GTA Online's success, it's pretty much guaranteed that they'll be implementing a Red Dead Online version of shark cards. There's bound to be some way for players to exchange real money for in-game money. And that's sort of the best case scenario we can expect. And the worst case is that they'll pull an EA and base their entire multiplayer progression system around loot boxes or something like that. Who's to say at this point how they'll handle Red Dead Redemption 2? We probably won't know until closer to the game's launch. Not gonna lie though, the uncertainty is kind of eating away at me. As a huge fan of the first game, I want the sequel to live up to its full potential, but I'm afraid to think how that potential may be robbed by Take-Two's greed. And not just for this title, again, just for any potential sequels for any of their renowned game franchises. So yeah, just stay on your toes, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing good can come from Take-Two's focus and commitment towards exploiting and monetizing player engagement with their games. With that, I would like to end this news update. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you found this video insightful, and if you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon. All contributions will go towards helping us remain 100% independent. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.